Welcome to BSP TV. It's always at the moment that we go live that people get distracted and do all that sort of stuff. Caleb, how are you today?
I'm good. I'm really good. Thanks.
That's good. Excited. Now, awesome. Really excited. This great competition, fantastic prizes that you've been offering, helping people to lift their conversion rate on all of their marketing activity, and particularly their digital marketing activity in particular, which is fantastic. And getting people, I guess, more focused and seeing the opportunities that they have to promote from the feedback that we've got from the earlier guys.
Yeah, well, part of what we do is yes, we're a digital marketing agency, but Facebook is not the only platform in the world. A lot of people think, oh, you're a Facebook marketing agency, so it's just like it's only Facebook. But we've got clients on Pinterest. We've got, we've told people. I ran a event for someone, and she was like, "Oh, we're testing LinkedIn," and I did a quick test on LinkedIn, and I was getting leads cheaper on LinkedIn than I was on Facebook, which is apparently impossible. And so I said, can I up that budget? Because that one's working. So it's whatever works for your business. Where are your people? And sometimes we forget, like, there are these other platforms that we can use where, hey, we've got this massive audience. Perhaps we should tap into it.
Fantastic. Now we've got three different levels of prizes, but 4 different prizes today, which is really exciting. So we've got 2 where you do a one-on-one 1-hour session to talk them through looking at the assets that they've got. And you explain what you do in that.
Yeah. So I guess we've surreptitiously dubbed it the W conversion rate call. It's an hour with me going through basically doing a live sort of critique and audit of the site and gathering information about who your ideal customer is and whether or not the site's communicating that, whether or not socials, all that sort of thing. And on the back of that, there's also an hour, sometimes it's more than an hour. There's an audit that goes along with that, which is the conversion rate optimization audit, which is a minimum of 10 points that if you were to hire me to increase your conversions, these are the exact things. And I mean they are exact. They are like on your product page, this call to action makes no sense. I would change it to this. Or
so there's a lack of trust. So that's stuff that people could actually implement themselves if they chose to go down that road. So it's not like you're not giving them massive value. Yeah. And absolutely, because I recall when you spoke to Jody May Laddams from Hello Bride, she said that hour was just so massively valuable to her. You were pointing out stuff that was so, in her words, so blatantly obvious that they missed it. Right. So
yeah, and she hasn't even had her second one yet, which she's going to get with Emily, and that's going to be all about branding and reaching to her core market. So that's, I don't know what the value is of that. That's just going to be crazy. We've seen amazing returns with clients that have gone through that process. So yeah, and same with Matthew. He'd paid for a website and had been told this is exactly what you need to do for it to be high converting. And he paid a decent amount for his website, and he gets on the call with me, and I'm just telling him, I'm not charging, I'm just telling him all the stuff. And he's sitting there going, I wish this wasn't the case, but the data agrees with what you're telling me. And that's really, really frustrating.
So that's Matthew from Superb Learning, and they help people upload courses. They help.
He extracts, he takes what's in your brain and puts it in a course that's going to get people results, which is immensely valuable.
It is fantastic value. Let's go. Let's bring up our wheel, and we'll do our first thing. We love that. We love our wheel. We've mixed all the names up. We've got there's about 40 people have joined the competition, which is fantastic. So the first 2 prizes, if you win the prize, then you get removed from the thing. So first 2 prizes we've got are the 2 1-hour W conversion rates. So Michelle Sparks. Michelle's a really interesting character. She does art right? She sells art. So I've done a coaching program, coaching hour with her
Awesome.
before, where we got her really focused on who she'd love to sell art to. So she's going to be really interesting for you, that's for sure.
Fantastic. Are they? It's wall pieces like canvases and stuff, or?
Yeah. So she's an artist, paints, big pieces. So we will remove Michelle from there, and then the next one is Jatixa. Now, Jatixa actually helps people to systemize. She's really cool. She's a management accountant and helps people to get their business more organized. So once again, something complete, you could not get two more completely different people. So congratulations, Jatixa.
This is really good. Can we just take a moment here and like explain like the value of what they're going to get?
Absolutely. Please do that.
So Michelle sells art. Art is an experience. Like it can solve a problem, but people want it because of how it makes them feel.
And particularly Michelle's style is all about the feeling. She's very colorful and vibrant. I can remember when I was doing an interview with her on Michelle's, on what Michelle does, Carl Schwantz, who has Xenox Diamonds, actually chimed in and said, I love that. I really need some of that. Like, so yeah, it really is, invokes that feeling straight away.
And so tapping into that, like you said about who she wants to sell to, what her and I will go through is like, what are the best ways to do that? And then how do you recreate it online? Because a lot of that people, like, they want to go to a gallery, they want to see it, but then like, how do you do it on socials? How do you do it online? So she's going to get a lot of value from that. But Jatixa, that's like you said, it's polar opposite. It's like this really in your head. It's purely analytical. It's that, but it solves a problem, and it solves a really painful problem that a lot of business owners don't know they have. So there's this like pre-education step before they realize, wow, this is exactly the person I need to work with. So it'll be really, really interesting. I know nothing about these businesses other than what you've said, but I'm super excited to work with them and see where this goes.
And both Michelle and Jatixa they're really lovely people and very open to suggestion, open for how they can improve and grow their businesses. And I think that's the key. If you're going to go to an expert, you've got to be open. You can't go in there with preconceived ideas, or you're not going to get the maximum value of the experience.
Yeah, I mean, some people do. There's like, I'm going to pay you for your opinion and then ignore it. But hopefully that's not what's going to happen here.
I hope not too. So the next prize we're going to draw is the 3-month work with you program.
Yep.
So what did you do over the course of that 3 months?
It's tailored. So it's a small business package that's tailored to the individual business. So we cover, it's effectively access, sort of like mentoring, but also like hands-on. So it's not like group mentorship, it's one-on-one calls, the Zoom calls. This is for a month, so 1 a week. And it's accountability, it's action items. Sometimes on the call, it'll be a case of like, let's run through the ad account, or let's run through the email sequence and like do it right now. We're going to do it on the call. I'm going to do it with you. We're going to change it. We're going to edit it. We're going to set this live. It's happening now. And then behind the scenes, on top of that, there's another 4 hours of me doing stuff that I do well in the business. So it might be me setting up a split test. It might be me setting up a rapid fire ad campaign. It might be Emily doing branding. It really, it's kind of insane because you're getting access to the agency.
Yep.
But you don't have to pay the standard agency rate. So it's
fantastic. Yeah. We all love not having to pay the standard agency rate. So absolutely. So look, no, that's really fantastic. And it's a great product for small business owners. So we'll bring the wheel back on and we'll do that one, and then we'll talk a little bit more about that. Sorry, I've got to look away as I'm getting my mouse to do all the right things. So the winner of the work with you for 3 months, and it's particularly leading into Christmas, so it's an awesome opportunity for people.
It's an amazing opportunity, yeah. Sandra.
Now we've got Sandra Connors has won this. Hey, we found a member that I don't know a hell of a lot about in Sandra Connors. So I'm sorry about that, Sandra. I know that we were booked to have a coaching session at one stage, but we haven't been able to hook up the right timing so far. But congratulations. This is an absolutely amazing opportunity that you have, because I just wish I could have entered these draws. Unfortunately,
I've had a look at your doggy beds.
We'll chat about that one day. We'll chat about that one day. Now, tell me, the done for you, the month where you go through and you go through everything that the organization has and the business has, and you absolutely work with them as their agency for a month. Tell me more about that.
So this is exclusively around the conversion optimization, and it does touch every aspect of socials and the website, the email follow-up, because a lot of people, when you go and you say, hey, I want conversion optimization, they'll go, okay, cool, let's split test some color buttons and add more trust, and that'll increase your conversion rate, and you can pay me $3,000 a month for that. Yes, sometimes that will work, but if you've got a 0.2% click-through rate on your ads, changing the website might not be the best place to start. If you have the standard Shopify abandoned cart sequence, which is one email, that might be the best place to start. It kind of depends on the business. And I've had this happen a couple of times where we've increased the conversion rate, but the revenue has actually dropped, and that's because the AOVs also dropped. And so we've got some metrics that we look at where we're actually measuring the revenue per session so that we're not sacrificing business revenue for the sake of a higher conversion rate. What we're actually doing is lifting both of those up. So you go from a 2% to a 3% conversion rate. Yay, that's 50% improvement.
That's 50% improvement. That's already awesome. Yeah.
Yeah. And your AOV doesn't go from $100 to $75. If anything, it goes from $100 to $120. So not only are you converting more, but you're making more. Like, that's the situation we want to create. That's a good position to be in. And so the 1 month is, yes, it retails for $5,000 Australian plus GST. And that's because typically the results I get for people are, well, this is 1 month from a 3 month where I will guarantee an actual improvement. Otherwise I work for free. So and the first month's normally where I get the biggest results. One client got a 68% increase in revenue from one of their pages in the first 28 days. So
fantastic.
It's an insane amount of value. It pays for itself, definitely. And they don't even have to pay for it. So
well, and that's the beauty of it. Hey, so absolutely. So once again, jumping all around the place, but let's find out who is going to win that, where we absolutely optimize your business to get more people to you and more coming along. And
really hope it's e-commerce.
Paul's going to be really excited about this. Now, once again, I do know Paul. So really strange. All the people, I know a lot of the people that join these competitions. And if you're not joining the competitions and wondering what all this is about and why I know all these people, it's because they reach out to me and they talk to me. They become members within the Brisbane Small Business site. And, that's why these are the people that I know. And so congratulations to all of them. Paul is a really generous guy. He keeps sending people over to us. He is a business consultant, a small business consultant, where he works one-on-one with businesses to help them improve. So, really excited that Paul has won this particular thing. Absolutely. So, Caleb, I want to first and foremost thank you for your absolute generosity. Really is, so far above and beyond. It really is. I'm looking forward to, following up and making sure that we're helping people find out more about what you do, find out about the results that these people are getting, because I'm really excited to watch the journey, from here through to Christmas and beyond. So, congratulations. Thank you very much for your support of Brisbane Small Business. I really do appreciate that. And I look forward to working with you and watching what's happening with all of these people for sure.
Oh yeah, I'm excited. Before this we were talking about we'll do probably a monthly touch base, I guess, and talk about like how things are going for them, especially the 3-month package, the small business package. We'll touch base. We'll get Paul to talk if he's a talkative kind of guy. After we've run a month of CRO for him, and then the other 2 calls, hopefully we can tee up a time pretty soon, and maybe even this month we can get them, hopefully next week we'll be able to get them on like we did with Michael and Jody, and just share some of the value, I think.
Matthew and Jody, but yes,
absolutely. I did the thing you did.
I know. It's really weird. So, but Matthew, absolutely fantastic guy.
I'm looking at Michael. Michelle, sorry, written down here.
And I get that. You get something stuck in your head, and it goes. Thank you very much for your time today. Congratulations to all of the winners, to Michelle, to Jatixa, to Sandra and to Paul. Congratulations, all of you. I'm really looking forward to following up and finding out how you go with all the different prizes that you won today. So thank you very much, Caleb from Echo Marketing. Everyone that's entered the competition will get a quick little follow-up email from Caleb and Emily.
I have something for them too.
And there'll be a special little surprise in that just for entering the competition and saying thank you. So thank you very much for your time today.
Thank you. Always a pleasure. And go out there and do business, people, because